Hello everyone, welcome back to the Random Opening Challenge. Today we're starting off with a 4-6 point, and last episode I totally forgot to mention to you guys that, well, we are 17 out of 18, so this is the game. Where we enter the 5-dan territory, getting a lot of counts up there, things are going to get interesting. So we're going to start off with this. Okay, with the 4-6, my opponent has been playing this with me for a while, and they just attach and pull back. This is by no means good for black if white just jumps down. This is a very solid corner protection, but every time my opponent seems to play both attachments. This sequence leaves a lot of aji in the corner, so later on I'm going to invade at 3-3, like I do pretty much every time. Oh wow, my opponent did protect, but this move is quite slow though. And also I get both sides. Pretty happy with this result. Somehow, like, my opponent just get tricked a lot when I play these unorthodox kind of opening styles. But of course, that's going to subject to change when when I get to higher ranks. So things will be a lot harder to handle. Since he pushed, I think I'm just going to extend. Because after he pushes, when he goes into the center, I can just enclose. So he's pretty much giving me the center now. And wow, so I'm going to look at the first move again. This is already starting to get very good for black. I have so much moyo in the center. And on top of that, white doesn't have very good entrance points. Okay, very good move. This is a very whole board thinking move. If I invade the 3-3, that's pretty much giving up the outside, so I think I'm just going to play one of these knights moves to continue my center strategy. Okay, I don't really feel like blocking anymore, although yeah, I feel like this is big. Yeah, let me block. Blocking still threatens some aji in the corner. Also, if he goes inside, I could pretty much lose my side territory. So I'm just going to block there. And now I don't feel like answering, because if he plays the tiger's mouth, he's only capturing 2 stones, which is not a big deal at all. Not worried about that. He can't really cut, it's just too small right now. Of course, I'll have to protect later, but right now, it's pretty much endgame. So he doesn't cut. Pretty smart opponent. He takes this. I think I'll just play this move. It's quite big. Whenever you play the 2-space jump from the 3-4, in this case I did the opposite way, but attachment. I feel like wedging. Yeah, I want to start the fight here. I have a lot of stones in the corner. I don't want him to just keep reducing me. Blocking. Yeah, I definitely am going to cut now. Starting the fight is definitely what I want. There's just I just have so many stones here, and I have so much center influence. Now my cutting stone is in a very good position. So he's going to get some free center moves here. I can't really prevent that. Huh, he wedged. I didn't expect him to wedge. Well, if he connected, I would have had to connect anyway, and then he didn't have to push that time, but okay. Well, my opponent's supposed to do a 3-down. I'm not sure what he did there. That kind of surprised me. Okay, I guess my opponent is a little weaker. I feel like from these moves. These moves definitely don't look like 3-down to me. Yeah, and his center is really, really weak now after he gave me all of that. Okay, well, unfortunately, this is something that I can't really prevent. I don't really pick my opponents for these, so I guess we just get you know, all sides of the spectrum. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just don't roast me for sandbagging. It's not in my intention in this series to sandbag. Well, I guess it's I think the fun is that, you know, you start fresh, you make an account that's pure, that you only play that one opening and you practice that opening. So that's the original intention for the series. I feel like this group is about to die. He's not really caring too much about eye space, and he's kind of just running into all of my strength. And right now, white only has the eye space that's inside here, and around the M14 area, but that's definitely not enough eye space if he wants to live. Okay, he's asking me a question. I don't think he has any co-threats though, so I think I can Atari. But before you do that, you should always consider whether or not your opponent can start a co. I feel like that's a go meme. Like, some people just really hate co's, I feel. Well, yeah, co's are not always fun. So, looks like we pretty much killed this group. There isn't any room left to do anything. So yeah, I mean, he only has the space in the middle here, which is too small to make an eye. His move there at N12, that didn't really help him. He should have he's really attached, and that would have, I think that would have lived. So that is a very, I don't know, it's an ending to the 3-dan journey on the 4-6 point. I think smooth is how I would describe it. Yeah, pretty flawless. All right. Okay. Wow, you get this message now in Fox when you upgrade. Nice. So from now on, we're gonna have 2 5-dan accounts. Awesome. Let's draw the next opening. So, yeah, I usually open my previous episode because sometimes I do forget when I... That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go on Sixthgod. This is Redemption Arc number 3. Oh, didn't even have a chance to get the recorder on. I finally found my opponent. Here we go. Sixthgod. I've never seen anyone with a photo like that. Like, he's really serious about this account. I think that... Okay, I'm gonna have to... Oh, okay. Good. It says the country there. It's France. 8 done. Looks strong from his attitude towards his account. Here we go. So let's just... I'm just gonna update you guys on my progress so far. 11-4. This is Redemption number 3. Here we go. I think I played this opening so much now. It seems like all the Europeans like to block on the other side. So, I mean, we'll just see how it goes. Probably just looking for a pincer here. I will try and pressure white first on the lower left. And he invades right away. Very European style. Just starting the fight. So, of course, I'm not someone who will back out any fight, so a fight it is. I feel like I want to get to Kosumi first, although right now when I'm not sure why he played here though. Does it feel like a good move? Oh wow. Interesting. Okay, I feel like this opponent is very interesting. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna have fun this game. So we're going to do this first. I probably don't want to let him get a tiger's mouth though, but I think I can get a center move on the left side first. And then I want to try and enclose. Actually, second thoughts on that. If I enclose, if he lives easily, it's probably not so good, is it? Oh well. Yeah, one space jump. This feels very AI though. He probably knows this stuff, so I shouldn't be super confident here. Yep, so he attaches. This is all normal. Is he gonna Hane or is he gonna Tiger Smell first? It's quite a big difference actually between the two. Hane is directly, so I will have to double Hane this. Whoa, he connected there. That's also a little bit surprising. I feel like I want to extend, but I don't think that's too helpful. I want to play something like this. This feels like a good move because it forces him to Hane, so he's gonna help me protect. This feels like a good move. Yep. So I'm gonna force him to Hane and then connect back. So I'm like directly peeping against him. If I connect directly, he's probably gonna cap me. So this is nice. And now I'm gonna come back here. And I haven't decided what to move. This is a very awkward shape. No idea what to do. Maybe I'll just go like the boring extend. No, I can't really just let him go out though. This is not an easy shape to deal with. Oh, he attached, so he's gonna give me an answer. He's gonna give me forcing moves. That's actually good. That's really good for me. So yeah, that's awesome actually. So I can I don't even have to think about that anymore because I can just play a knight's move and it should enclose. And he's gonna live under. How do I like that result? Not really sure actually. Well, we'll just extend. He's gonna capture the stone, but I don't think it's very efficient for white to do that. If he extends, then I just Atari, and then later on I can actually peep here. So it's not very efficient for white locally, and of course, European, very European move. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this in kind of like a negative context, but my fellow European friends, they like to be very aggressive. So I hope you don't mind me saying that. Okay, so he extends. Now, if I extend here, then I've completely enclosed white. So that's a very big move now. Because that's a big move, I'm trying to get center here, and then when I go back to the big move, I can just fully enclose. So let's see how that goes. Huh? I gotta block this. He pushed out this way. I expected him to push out the other way. Okay. I should think about this. This moment is very important. Whatever I decide here will change the later game. So, gonna think about this for a bit more. I think I want to do this first, If I extend, he's gonna Atari. Yeah, and then if I extend, he's gonna wedge. So I don't really want the two weak groups to connect back just yet. So I'm trying to milk it a little bit, try and get more benefit from this. So of course right now I'm pressuring the left group. And I'm trying to say I'm gonna capture it if he doesn't answer, but of course that's just like, it's a pretty empty threat. Well, but he doesn't know that, so I pull back here after, and then he's gonna capture. So not really too thrilled about this result, actually. At least I get the enclosed, so I have a lot of potential on the outside. Let me pull this stone back. Yeah, locally my shape is not super good either. So that's like a mini problem for me. Oh, I didn't, definitely didn't expect this move right away. Very interesting. So I think I just pull back now. It's actually not really obvious that white can capture black locally, but huh, why shouldn't connect? Yeah, the good thing about this is that black's outside is incredibly strong. So whatever I do afterwards, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier. And I can, I think I'm going to pincer these two stones. Okay, someone's sending me a message. I feel like I should reply, but... Okay, so let's see how he protects. See, he did gain a lot of territory, so we do have to get this back. Okay, he spent it over time. Maybe he's reading out whether he needs to protect. Yeah, he definitely needs to protect. Yeah, so he blocked. Okay. I can push and cut. We're gonna pincer first, but later on we're gonna exploit the Aji here. I don't want to make too many exchanges yet, because I feel like that's gonna sell out too many variations. Definitely gonna go for the kick now, because when he extends, I get the push and cut for free now, so I automatically have the 017 stone, which means this is actually good shape. So I'm going to actually just do the push and cut now, and then I'm going to jump. Should I jump here, or... I feel like jumping here also. Yeah, I don't think this is a very viable for white at all, because I got so much thickness for in Sente. And, oh, I didn't notice he could cut. Well, we're gonna go with the more violence. Okay, so if he's just gonna go with the Atari. Okay, but he's trying to pressure my groups, but also his groups on the outside are pretty weak as well. I really want to play the wedge here, but okay, I'm just like seeing things. Okay, well, I guess we'll protect this then for now. Yeah, I think I was seeing things. There's nothing here. Oh man. Okay, well, that actually changes things a bit. So I thought I could do something in Silence territory, but yeah, then I definitely should have jumped here. Now my groups are getting cut off, and that's not a good sign. It's a pretty... I guess it's pretty expected. So, what do I want to do here? Oh, I see a pretty interesting variation. So I think I can do this. And then Kosumi. Hopefully I'm not making like a big reading mistake, because at this point I really can't afford to. So I can Kosumi and then connect back. This takes away white's eye space so that when I go back to living Gote, he's going to have to run out. So then I can keep pressuring this group. Okay, I think I made a mistake. Made a reading mistake. Okay, so it's not as good as I thought it would be. Oh well. Then I think I'm probably have to block. Okay, he actually gave it up. Well, let's just judge the lower part of the board. I think I have more territory than him, which means I shouldn't be behind, at least. So, I mean, yeah, it's just a pretty... unfortunately, it's going to be a long game from now, because I didn't gain anything... I didn't gain anything major from the fight, and he's pretty much fending off very well. about 30 points. I feel like I have a lot more potential, though. I don't think this game is any bad for black. It's just not obviously good. You know what I mean? It's like one of those annoyingly close games where you have to pay a lot of attention. So he's in another overtime. I'm not sure what he's thinking about. I don't really want him to connect back, though. Yeah, so he's being really aggressive still, and although before I wasn't able to punish it, but I think as the game gets to later, as we put more stones on the board, eventually all of these aggressive moves, they're not going to, hopefully, they will. Okay, we're just gonna have to, like, aggro this. So, whatever. He's really getting on my nerves, and I don't really see any other alternatives. I really don't like this type of games, because, like, when you play online and it's fast games, they're basically chance, because they're so... They're obviously, like, with this kind of fight, you can't really read it out to the end. So it's just really whose intuition worked out at that time. Hopefully it's ours this time. So Yane, so he's gonna Atari here at e5. Is he gonna really push and cut? Really? This doesn't seem at all something that's going to work. Interesting. Not too sure about this. I feel like a lot of liberties, though. I didn't want to connect here because the aju is terrible. So this was like my best guess, I guess. There's no way. Like, if anyone tells you they read this out, they're gonna have to be a world champion, and I'm not the strength of a world champion. So I'm just gonna be frank with you. Haven't read any of this out, so we kind of just go by feeling here. Yeah. I don't think I'll... Wait a minute. How do we reduce the liberties here? Okay, so it's probably going to be a ko then. Now the big question is, do I have to play this move? Hikane, that's a little strange actually. What does that even do? What does that even do? Why did he Hane? That's so strange. Like, if he plays here Knight Descent, it's actually the exact same liberty race. So I'm a little confused. How many liberties? Okay, if I connect. Okay, I do have... Oh, dang. I do have to play there. I can make an I, and I think that's slightly better for points. Okay, like, I'm laughing because none of that actually matters, so. Yeah, because that forces them to connect. Okay, that doesn't even matter. So we'll just reduce. So I make this, he descends. Does it make a difference? I think it might make a difference, actually. Well, we're just gonna have to fight this ko out. There's really no other way. It's actually one step ko, but with this type of ko, whoever takes the ko first is really important. It's a one stepper, but I can't afford to tenuki because well, if I tenuki, then he's going to take the ko first. He can't tenuki because if I connect, he's just done. All right, I think we got this pretty much because, okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, it's a one-stepper, so he's pretty much done. How is he going to get a ko threat? I can just spend 2 moves anywhere, and it's going to be good for black. So I'm really not worried about this at all, so I think it's pretty much game over. We'll just reduce. It's a very straightforward variation here. Wait, actually, I take one of the things I said back. If I tenuki, he doesn't get the ko first, so I can just fight this. So it's actually even better than I thought it was. So I can actually throw in and do all the very very casual ko threats. Yeah, I think this is a resigning point right now. So he takes the ko back, and I can just play this. It doesn't lose any points. It's a super nice ko threat. He's not going to gain anything back from this because he's only got 1 ko threat on the bottom right here, and that's it. So I've got this, and I've got the corner. I've got everything here. I think this is a good resigning point. At this rate, black has more territory, way more influence. So this is surely game over. So the annoying thing though is that if he Ataris, I'm gonna have to whoa, lose so many points there. My best bet right now is just to play like a regular move. And then he has to start the ko anyway, so. Well, if I capture and he plays another move, okay, now it's like a big reading exercise, which I don't really like. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by my opponent. He first starts this huge fight, and then now he makes me read the ko threats. Okay, fine. We're just gonna capture because we won this game by a lot. So, oh yeah, some of you guys were saying I shouldn't say him. Well, this opponent's clearly a him. So, I'll try to say black or white next time. I understand sometimes some commentary can be a little bit annoying. So, you know, I try my best. I'm not a professional commentator, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll see how much I can improve. Yeah, this is pretty much game over as long as I don't play any disgustingly weird moves or anything that loses a lot of points. I should be fine. I don't know. Should I just cap? I think I'll just cap. This feels like a nice move because it also threatens the attachment on the right side. Well, I think he's probably going to resign soon, so I'm just going to play like a few casual moves and wait for it. There's no way he's going to capture this, so yep, this is it. I've been saying this is it for a while. So to not be annoying, I think we're going to skip ahead a little bit to review the game. Well, I think from the start of this game, it was a very casual one. The fight broke out when White invaded, and I didn't handle it super well, but I think it was a relatively even result that's slightly better for Black, after Black captured the 4 stones. So I definitely think White should have not let Black capture those 4 stones. After that, the invasion on the right, he kind of just... he played really aggressive moves, so... that was a bit annoying for me, so then I just counterattacked and I kind of just winged it. It did work out in the end, but of course it's not guaranteed. And after the Liberty race fought out, that was the end because he didn't have enough threats, and it was a one-stepper, so that was pretty much game over. When you have a big group like this that will get captured, your opponent just have way too much influence at this level. There's no way to come back. Okay, so he actually timed out. Everything about this guy is just, he doesn't even press the resign button. Okay, if you watch the video, you're okay. You're okay. So let's go over this game. So I think it was a fun game. A lot of fighting. So he definitely helped us make a really good episode. So thank you for that. I would definitely play him again. I think he's a pretty fun opponent. He just likes to start a lot of fights, which gets me thinking a lot. I was kind of hoping for the more casual game, like my casual line game series that got merged into this one. But the first fighting point was this move. I expected White to just extend up, and then I was going to Atari, Peep, and then do like a Knight's Move to enclose. So I thought this was pretty good for Black because I got quite a bit here because I got to attack White instantly. This is a pretty inefficient shape, and I also get to attack the bottom. So I think this is good for Black, which probably means that... which probably means that I should just Atari and then extend. That would have been better. Then he's kind of forced to do this, and yeah, in the game I was unclear in my way of playing, so then I gave him something to go on about. So then I decided to attack here first. So if I extend it right away, I think he's also going to play here, and then even though I can push through, which is quite a lot of points, but then I will get Gote here. Actually, on second thought, is this not Gote? It's probably Sente. But White has a pretty big territory as well. So it's hard to say. I mean, if I pincer now, he's just going to go into the corner. So not the super good direction for this kind of thickness, and White has a lot of territory. So that was the variation that I was thinking about in the game. And then I decided to go with the other one, so I attacked the other group first, which actually, I think, worked out better, because I got Sente, and there was... the influence was a bit better. Well, actually, it's probably similar to this result that I just showed. Actually, Okay, that raises a question about my judgment during the game, actually, which is very interesting. I should have jumped here. This would have been more clear. Then I wouldn't have to worry about the corner getting cut off. And there's like I'm not really afraid of a shoulder hit or anything, because I'll just connect back and This influence is very useful. White's gonna protect again, so maybe white even needs to connect, but black just has more territory right now, so this is pretty easy game for black. So then I decided to jump, but then he cut me off, and then this is like the second turnover because I didn't take advantage of my thickness. I let it get weak again. So guys, when you're playing your games, don't let your influence get weak, because then you won't actually take the benefit. Like for example, here I had to jump to capture this stone. If this was all connected, I wouldn't have to waste a move here. This move is very small in value, so I had to also protect my corner. I played this move, which I don't think even worked. I think you should definitely just save this, because these 4 stones actually give forcing moves elsewhere. I don't, and I can't cut, so I actually have to block here. If I play here, he's gonna actually jump in. So that was my big reading mistake, and this is his huge chance. So I would have had to probably attach and then pull back. I was looking at something like this, and then he connects, then I connect. So even though I got what I wanted, but I have 0 points, and he has a gote eye here. So this is very bad for black, actually. Definitely a misread there by me. But then he didn't take it, so after this, I think black is back on the advantage. And then, of course, we have this fight. And white is fighting with less stones, so by intuition, this is not going to be a good result. So in the game, I got a little feisty, so then I decided to fight this out. And then it worked out. And so it was a Liberty race with a 1-step cope. So that was pretty easy for me. Good thing I didn't exchange R11 or S11 if you're on the regular coordinates. Because if I did, I wouldn't have the free co-threat. This was a very comfortable co-threat. White couldn't capture, because when black captured here, black would have an extra co-threat when black captures back again. So white had to connect here. Yeah. So after this, yeah, white was kind of playing against kind of go theory. Like, you don't start fights with less stones and play aggressive with less stones. So we weren't able to take advantage of that. So another super fighting style game for you guys. So I think I'll leave it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you were going to handle the fight in this game differently than I did, feel free to leave it in the comments, and maybe we'll have like a virtual YouTube comment coordinate game or something. I'll see you guys next time.